Welcome to the Jon and Heidi Show podcast.
Jon and Heidi.
Here's Jon and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Thursday, the second day of November, All Souls Day, Be the Impact Day, Broadcast Traffic Professionals Day. Hey, you do that
yes,
stuff.
I do.
And I've had people say, so Heidi does traffic reports? No, the traffic is like the commercials getting on the radio, that kind of stuff, all the orders that come through. So it's kind of a funny name for it, but that's what that is. Cookie Monster Day. I always like Cookie Monster. He was one of my favorite on Sesame Street.
They make him eat carrots now.
Oh, yeah, but I like Cookie Monster, not Carrot Monster. World Ballet Day. Heidi's a fan of ballet.
I am.
I've tried to watch it. I usually get tired and fall asleep. So I'm like, oh, was it good? Was that good ballet? Practice Being Psychic Day today. So I'm going to, I got nothing. And Dynamic Harmlessness Day today. That and much, much more going on this Thursday. And I have a Dear Jon letter that was inspired by something that was on the program yesterday. So that's kind of cool. I got this letter yesterday, and it's our Dear Jon letter for today. So we're going to chat all about that coming up.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. What would you most like to have passed on to you by a loved one? A new survey showed some surprising results. Apparently, we'd rather inherit a pet from a loved one than a car from a loved one, according to a poll. The top asset respondents said they would like to inherit someday is a house or property, followed by their four-legged friend, and then, of course, money. And then a little more than half said they would like to receive collectibles or like a car. The results also showed that respondents would prefer valuable heirlooms over sentimental heirlooms. So, like, what would you rather have? This thing that's valuable or this thing that's worthless, but it meant a lot to me? And they're like, yeah, you keep that. Take that with you. I want this valuable one.
I'll take a picture of that.
Yeah,
and,
see, I'm kind of a weirdo because I would probably go for the sentimental myself.
Yeah, I would not.
I absolutely would. Something that means a lot to you would mean a lot to me, more so than, oh, hey, this is worth a lot of money. Yeah, well, if I'm going to keep it, what does it matter? Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know the U.S. FDA is weighing approval for the flu mist nasal spray vaccine? If approved, next year Americans could self-administer the vaccine at home. The vaccine is the only nasal spray option against the flu. It's been on the market in the United States since 2003. AstraZeneca has asked the FDA to allow adults ages 18 to 49 to be able to give themselves the vaccine or administer it to children as young as age 2. So the age group 18 to 49. So if you're over 50, you have to have somebody administer this for you or you just don't take it.
I have no idea.
Very confused. Anyway, if you'd like to know more, I've got, pretty much everything I know is what I have in the show notes. But if you want to read it again, maybe it makes more sense a second time. It's in the show notes for today at jonandheidishow.com. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
Jon and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Some of the biggest names in Hollywood have teamed up with Homes for Our Troops this year for their online auction, raising funds for injured veterans. So, if you've ever wanted to play golf with Jason Bateman and Will Arnett,
I love those
if you'd like to do a Zoom call with Bryan Cranston, or if you'd like to visit Ben Stiller on a Hollywood set, here's your chance. You could also grab lunch in New York City with Lou Diamond Phillips and have Michael Connelly write your name in his next novel, or get tickets to Adam Sandler's show and meet him. Hollywood memorabilia being auctioned off for the cause include Bon Jovi's autographed guitar, Mark Hamill's signed Luke Skywalker figurine, and a Chris Evans personalized video message with an autographed Captain America shield and a movie poster. This is the 7th year of the Veterans Day Celebrity Auction, and the bidding starts on Friday. So if you're interested, you've got tomorrow, I guess, is when this whole thing kicks off. So I think that's really cool.
I love that they do that.
I've got a link
love
to
that.
it. And Disney's going back to the drawing board for Snow White reboot. It sounds like they've got all kinds of stuff going on. They're trying to figure out now it's going to happen like spring of 2025, they think. All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. A report claimed that attractive people are generally healthier than unattractive people.
You think?
Somebody did a report on this.
Wow.
Healthy people are more attractive than unhealthy people. I don't know what it is. Is it the fact that I'm wheezing while you're snapping this photo of me? Or my
What a
gut hanging
stupid
out? Or-
study.
I don't know who
Hey, you're
needed that.
fit and attractive. I wonder if you're healthier
Attractive people are
than this
generally healthier
400-pound person.
than unattractive people.
yeah,
So.
that's
By the
great.
way, I am neither healthy or attractive, so I fit in the unattractive, unhealthy category. And for Croc lovers out there, I gotta say, first of all, I wear Crocs. I like Crocs.
Yes, you do.
Heidi's not a fan,
Not even a little.
but I didn't even know this was a thing until we read it on the radio. There's a thing called Croc Day. Remember that? I read that, and then you scoffed and rolled your eyes. I know. Every time I mention Crocs, she rolls her eyes. Her eyes have got to be getting kind of sore lately.
They're so tired.
For Croc Day, the footwear maker Crocs released a new $120 Crocs Classic Cowboy Boot.
I saw this
Complete with
actually.
spurs. Croots. are what
People
they call
keep
them.
sending them to me.
Yeah. I've had several people send them to me because they're like, oh, hey, you like Crocs? You'd love these. I'm like, yeah, no, I wouldn't love these. Anyway, they've been nicknamed Croots because they're Croc boots.
Wow.
They feature a high shine Croc embossed texture and a bold Western-inspired stitching. It's embellished with unique metallic Jibbiz charms and a first-of-its-kind spinnable spur charm attached to the back of the shoe, the back strap. The boots will be available for a limited time, and I do have a link for those of you who are interested. And please stop sharing it to me. You can share all you want. I don't mind, because again, I'll just scroll on, but I have been tagged in this at least 100 times.
Because they are just as ridiculous as the Crocs that you wear on a regular basis.
Come on. My Crocs are awesome. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. And it's time right now for
Dear John Letters.
Dear John, dear John.
All right, here we go. Dear John, my wife and I have been happily married for almost 20 years. One of her best friends is going through a messy divorce. I was never a fan of her friend's husband. He was always kind of rude to everyone. I'm surprised she put up with it for over a decade. My concern, though, is this. My wife is trying to be a good friend, so she's the shoulder that her friend is crying on. That's okay, but it seems like they're going out almost every night lately. I've asked my wife to just invite her here, but she says she's hoping to meet somebody, and my wife is being her wingman at the bar. I really don't like that. I'm not the jealous type, but I hate the idea of my wife going to the bar to talk to single men in hopes to find somebody for her friend. I'd rather help her get over that last relationship and let her work on herself a little bit before diving headfirst into another relationship. I heard you talking about this on the radio today. That's what prompted me to write the letter. This was on the radio yesterday.
Yeah.
You mentioned that in a poll, it suggested 75% people are 75% more likely to get divorced if one of their friends is also divorced. That concerns me. I'm not wanting a divorce at all, but I'm afraid that she might enjoy the freedom she's having with her newly single friend a little too much. What do I do in this situation? Signed, Home Alone Husband. So, first of all, I don't know that you necessarily need to instantly be concerned, because it sounds to me like she's being a good friend. But I would have the conversation with her, though, and just say, hey, here's my concern. And if you need that statistic, again, he put it right in the letter, so he's got it. 75% more likely to get divorced. And just talk to her and say, you mean the world to me. I would hate to lose you. I don't want to lose you, and I want to do whatever I can to make this work. And ask her, do you feel the same way? Because, maybe she says she's hanging out at the bar to help the friend, but, again, that would be a way to find out in a pretty big hurry, don't you think?
Yeah, I don't approve of hanging out at bars anywhere without your spouse.
I agree. I think it's a bad idea. It is a recipe for disaster.
I agree.
And here's the thing. It doesn't mean that anything's going to happen, but it does mean something could happen. And you know how something couldn't happen? If you don't put yourself in that situation at all. I mean, simple. Just don't put yourself in that situation, and you don't have to worry about anything accidentally happening. Now, I understand it's not you doing it. It's her that's doing it. But again, I honestly think a conversation is in order. And if you just say, do you want me to come with you guys? Would that help? I want to spend time with my wife. And it doesn't mention if they have kids or not. It says they've been happily married for almost 20 years. Does not mention if they've got kids at home, that she's leaving the kids to go to the bar. But again, I don't know. So what do I do in this situation? So your advice to her is not do it, but it's not to her. What advice do you give him? What does he say to her?
Oh, gosh, that it's hard, because really she's the one that needs the advice, not him. So that's unfortunate.
So, but my question is, what do you say to him? What does he do? Does he say to her, you got to quit going? He
definitely needs to have the conversation, because it's inappropriate.
But does he say to her, you
got
to quit going to the bar?
But he, her friend is single, but she is not. And she can't be living like she is.
So does he make an ultimatum? You need to do this or blah, 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 or no? Is that a bad idea?
Oh, I wouldn't make an ultimatum, because then she runs to the friend and says, my husband said blah, blah, blah. And then negativity breeds negativity. So what happens there is then the friend is saying, you can't have a man telling you what to do.
Ooh,
but the problem is you're married and you are now a couple. You are one. So if you're running around with your single friend going to bars, you're not acting like a married woman anymore.
Yeah, I just thought of something. I've got a solution. This is going to take care of everything. You need to find a guy for this lady. So now you can double date. And you can say, hey, I got this guy that I work with, or I got this guy from church, or I don't know, just some guy you picked up at an overpass, whatever. Maybe not that one. But I'm just saying, if you think that maybe here's a way that I can help, just say, you know what, I would like to be involved in helping. I know some people. What do you think of this guy? What do you think of this guy? And go through your list of friends. Your wife will definitely know some of them. Some she might not know. And some she might say, are you insane? Why would you even suggest that? We've had that conversation
which I have done to you many times.
I was like, hey, what do you think of him? And she's like, what? Why would you do that?
Why would you do that to
anybody? Do you not like my friends? So there you go. That's an idea. And we do have some advice from some other folks, and you can leave your advice there as well at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In the 18th century in Paris, street vendors sold baths, physically carrying tubs and water into private homes. How weird would that be?
Oh, yeah.
Come to your house and give you a bath? Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
If you order a large tea, the tea bag is the same as a small or medium tea. You're just paying extra for more water.
For extra water. That's true.
But you know what? I think it's just fine. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The little piece of paper sticking out of a Hershey's Kiss has a name. Do you know what it's called?
I don't.
A Niggly Wiggly.
Oh, how
Niggly
cute
Wiggly is the name
that?
of that little piece of paper. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Eating grapefruit can restrict the effects of 43 different kinds of medications. So make sure you ask your doctor if you can have grapefruit. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Scientists say T-Rex likely had feathers. Huh. That would be weird to see.
That's interesting.
And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
During normal conversations, each speaker's turn averages 2 seconds, and the pause between is 200 milliseconds. So I have 2 seconds to talk.
Wow.
And then you have 2 seconds to talk.
There's no way you could do that. You would lose a debate first round.
I'm out. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com. Question, Heidi. A survey found that the 2 worst things to do on a first date, one of them is talk about the weather. What's the other thing that's terrible to do on a first date?
Talk about next.
No. Go to a horror movie.
Oh, I totally disagree.
I disagree, too. I think your answer is way worse.
Yeah.
Have you ever, back in the day when you were going on dates, you ever have somebody that spent the entire time complaining about their last boyfriend or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you want to go on another date with them?
No.
No. Don't do that. It's a bad idea. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of mintervention.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at mintervention.com. That's mintervention.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. A man has been arrested in Spain after apparently faking a heart attack at several restaurants in the country to avoid paying the bill. So, at first you go,
we've witnessed this, actually.
Yeah, this guy's got a great idea, but eventually it caught up to him. Reportedly, after ordering food and drinks, he would put on an outrageous theatrical performance, clutching his chest and pretending to faint onto the floor. The scam worked like a charm until one establishment owner saw right through the man's act and started showing other local restaurants photos of him, warning them not to fall for his fake heart attack routine. Now, with ours, it was not a guy faking a heart attack. It was a guy...
He was faking like he was choking.
Yeah, and I went over and was giving him the Heimlich maneuver, and I could feel him breathing on me.
Yep.
And I was like, he's breathing. He's not. He wasn't choking. But they gave him a free meal.
But why?
Yeah, they came over.
I don't understand.
It was crazy. And
I don't understand why you choking deserves. You don't have to pay your bill.
That was quite odd, and it was a very expensive restaurant.
It was.
As soon as that all happened, people were like, "Oh, thank you," and I'm like, "Let's get our check and get out of here."
Yeah, we need to go.
Let's
now.
leave now. All right, weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. Time now for the list, brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. The top toys for 2023. Haven't even thought about toys for Christmas. Our kids are old.
Oh, I know. We haven't
They don't
bought
do that.
toys forever.
But this is according to Walmart Canada. So I don't know if this will be the same everywhere in the world, but with 60 shopping days, less than 60 shopping days left now, but 60 days since this list was out. Gabby's Dollhouse, Gabby Cat Friendship, VTech Storytime with Sunny, Kinetic Sand Rainbow Cake Shop. I'm going to look and see if I've heard of any of these. Lego Friends bedroom sets, Lego Speed Champions.
Lego Friends I've heard of.
Twister Air Party Game, Smashers Monster Truck Surprise, Cool Maker Pop Style Bracelet Maker, Mega Pokemon Building Kit, Cookies.
We're incredibly out of touch with all of this.
Cookies Makery Oven Playset, Robot Blast, Paw Patrol, the Mighty Movie transforming vehicle with a Mighty Pups action figure. All right, none of these look like anything I've ever seen. Squishmallows? I don't know if that is either.
Oh yeah, I've heard all about those things. Our daughter loves those things.
Does she really?
And
Our daughter's
she's
in her
grown.
20s.
I know.
All right, the list, I've got it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Quote today is from Lana Turner, who says, "A successful man is one who makes more money than his wife can spend. A successful woman is one who can find such a man." I like that. Your quote of the day comes from Lana Turner, courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. Take a listen to this. Hero dog swims through floodwaters to rescue stranded sheep.
Don't you just love dogs?
Yeah.
In
and
all
this dog,
seriousness, dogs
there's a
are...
photo of this dog, and I'm not kidding. The dog is smiling in this photo. It is an absolute, positive, beautiful smile, and this dog is just like hamming it up for the camera, and he's smiling. So a heroic sheepdog became the beacon of hope for 3 stranded ewes as it swam across treacherous flooded field to guide them to safety. Liller Dewitt, a 44-year-old farmer, this is in Wales, by the way, hailing from the Ruthlin area, found himself in a precarious situation. While conducting a routine check of his sheep, he stumbled upon a heart-wrenching sight. 3 sheep helplessly stranded on a diminishing piece of land within the field, cut off by encroaching floodwaters. So the water was rising. The little bit of land they were on was going away because the water was rising up. It was posing a threat. Well, that is when he recounted the nerve-wracking experience, said, "We realized we needed to act swiftly to ensure the safety of the stranded ewes. The small piece of land they were on was dwindling, and the peril was increasing."
Aww.
In a courageous attempt to rescue the ewes, he made an audacious decision. With a sense of urgency in the air, he contemplated whether Patsy, his loyal sheepdog, would rise to the occasion. A silent command was issued, and Patsy, with unwavering determination, took the plunge. Said it was a moment fraught with danger, and the true depth of the water was unknown. Patsy's innate swimming abilities and strong resolve propelled her forward without hesitation.
That is amazing.
She braved the hazardous waters to reach the stranded ewes. And there is a video that you can actually see this little rescue. He said, "I was not surprised by her. I was not surprised by her courage and skill. She didn't flinch. She just swam with sheer determination."
That's so great.
If you'd like to see the video, and there's some photos as well, and the photo of this dog smiling, which is pretty cool. I've got a link to all of that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show.